If you're looking for a portable Bluetooth speaker that packs a punch in a room or on the go, then this LG XboomGo Go is definitely for you. Hey, what up? It's your boy MobbJustice back again with another video, and for today we are going to be getting into a review of the LG XboomGo Go PL7 portable Bluetooth speaker with the Meridian audio. This is a device that I got to spend some time with for a couple of weeks, and I can certainly say that it made a big impression. As always, this video is brought to you by the team over at Lion Media. Head on over to check out some of the crispiest photo, video, and audio content. That's www.lionmedia.com. Head on over, check it out, and just see what the team can do for you. In terms of build quality, I would definitely say that this LG Xboom feels substantial in the hand, certainly feels heavier than you'd expect, especially just by looking at it. The build quality, you've got plastic, rubber, as well as metal that is making up that particular build. And then you've got ports on the back, as I said, the key ones being USB-C slot, as well as one for a 3.5mm headphone jack. We also have LEDs around the surrounds of the speaker drivers. There's also a fair bit of waterproofing that you can see in terms of the seals around the ports because this is IPX5 rated. In my time testing this device, I would say that there were three particular setups that I had going around this. The first one was just to what someone would consider to be typical use, connected it via Bluetooth to an iPad, lots of content and media consumption, lots of videos, music, and the like. And then, normal surface, maybe a dresser, a table, and the like. And then secondly, same setup, except that I put the speaker on the floor because you see that depending on what you do, the type of sound that you can get to fill up a room changes based on some of that positioning. And then thirdly, connected it to a TV setup for watching TV and movies as a little bit of a soundbar setup using an aux cable. In terms of sound quality, I would say that this speaker is very loud. I spoke about the build quality and how it feels substantial in the hand, and when you hear the speaker in use, you then understand where that substance is going because the sound easily fills up a room. And one of the things I would say is that the sound signature is definitely more bass heavy. Some would call it bassy. And then I did notice that when you're listening to vocals and some of the more mid-range sounds, they all sound more enhanced or better when you have the sound boost on as opposed to when it's off, because there some of those vocal elements do sound a little bit muddied. And that sound boost also helps to boost the actual sound, which is already loud, giving it a much fuller filling, especially in a smaller room. You do a lot to fill up a space. And it certainly makes sense because you are using Meridian technology that is feeding into those two 3-inch woofers. The battery is rated at over 24 hours, and I would say that I definitely got close to that in my testing. I didn't charge it much. You charge it today, which takes roughly 5 hours to do. It has a 3900 milliamp hour battery, and then from there you can go, at least in my use, a number of days, if not more than a week in my case, without charging it. Something to note is that you can download the LG XboomGo app, which is a companion application that you can use to tweak some of the parameters of the speaker itself. You can go in there and look at the actual battery life. You can also change the sequence of the LEDs as well as the colors, as well as changing some of the modes as well as the EQs. Something that I found interesting as a little bit of a quirk is that the speaker does not necessarily shut down when not in use. I've used a number of Bluetooth speakers, and one of the things that they tend to do is that if they are not in use for some time, they tend to shut down, and then when you want to use them again, you have to switch it off. The LG Xboom seems to go into a low power mode, of some sort, and it's still on because you see the light, gently blinking, letting you know that the device is still on. And then I found that those LEDs that we spoke about that pulsate in time with the music when you're playing, for me it was a little bit distracting, and I just kept them off during my time of use. I will leave a link with pricing and availability for the XBOOM Go PL7 in the link below, and you can just go check it out in terms of pricing. But I would say that at this particular price point, you are kind of competing with something like the JBL Charge range of speakers, as well as if you're into ultimate ears, then your Wonderboom 3 is something else that you should that you're probably around the same price point with. As always, we have to answer the question of who is the speaker for, and I'd say first and foremost, someone who is looking for a speaker that is portable first and foremost, and then secondly, someone who is looking for a speaker that they can use in a stationary setup and also on the go. Perhaps in your house you want to have a set place that you're going to be listening to music from. You heard my idea of using it as a little bit of a soundbar earlier on, but also just having that flexibility to be able to just pick the thing up, put it in a backpack and move on. And then third is someone who's looking for a speaker that can easily fill up a room. Many are a Bluetooth speaker that overpromise and underdeliver, and I can certainly say that from a sound quality point of view, that this XBOOM really does a good job of filling up a room with sound. So on the whole, I'd say that this is a great device for someone who's looking for that versatility of having something that can be used in the home as well as on the go, and having the type of sound that can really fill up a room and also double up, to push above its weight, going into some of that, soundbar territory, like what I was talking about just now. As I said, the normal mode, I wish it was a little bit better, especially when it comes to some of the vocals, but at least that's helped when you put on the sound boost button, which helps to increase the fidelity of the speaker. So you guys can let me know, what are you using, from a Bluetooth speaker point of view, if you have one. If you don't, what's kept you out of the market? Is it pricing? Is it availability? Is it a lack of option? Is it too many options? You guys can let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
This is Muffs Too Much, and you're watching MobbJustice TV. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We're there on YouTube. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe.